What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the third week of Real Life Live. This is going to be about trials and tribulations and how you cope with them when you're down and out, and how you come up and rise up from what you're going through, and how you get through it, and how you deal with it. And that's what tonight's show is going to be about. But before we get into it, I'm going to be the only one doing the show tonight. Your boy Amato's back. Boo Gotti was not able to do the show tonight. He is going through some personal things, so prayers up to him. And hopefully he'll be back soon. But I'm going to start as soon as I get some people in here. Here we go, y'all. How you doing, Steve? Been a long time. Ain't seen you since high school, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in to the show tonight. We're going to get started here in a few minutes as soon as I get some more people to realize that I'm online now. So be just a few minutes, but I'm sending out messages now, so shouldn't take too long to get the show actually started. But what's up, Jared? Thanks for tuning in tonight. What y'all missed was the show's going to be about trials and tribulations. This is the third episode of the Real Life Live show, which we do every Friday night. But my co-host, Gotti, was not able to be here tonight because he's going through some personal things, and prayers up to him. Hopefully he'll be back soon to the show. But let's get into it. First off, trials and tribulations, and how and what happens to you in those trials and tribulations. I'm going to start off using me as an example. When I first moved out here to Minnesota, I was homeless, and I managed to, I didn't let the world get the best of me or anything like that. I managed to muscle through it. I worked, met my fiance, and so I went from homeless to great job, got a house now and a family, and I didn't let the world get the best of me. I didn't give up, kept my faith in the Lord, and just kept on rolling with the punches until things got brighter and better, and that's where I'm at today. But when you're down and out, the best thing I can tell you to do is keep striving and keep working, because actually hard times are some of the best times that you do have. But it's very, you probably don't think that as you're going through it, but it really is. It really is. And if you let the world get the best of you and you quit on what you're trying to achieve or whatever, and you give up, it's not, it's really not what you want to do, because then you just give up all hope on yourself. Your self-esteem goes low, and you look down on yourself and don't ever, and it takes a lot of belief out of yourself if you give up and not even try and keep pushing forward. But I mean, that's how I got out of it. I stayed focused. I was working 2-3 jobs at the time, and I took any job I could get, and I just followed the Lord, and I just kept pushing and got up out of it. And it's really easy to do if you actually put your mind to it. Because yeah, I mean, I could have gave up. I could have, went back home or whatever. But if I'd have gave up and went back home, I would have been right back at square one. So why not be square one at another place, in another part of the journey of your life, and try and make something of it? And that's exactly what I did. And it'll take a few minutes now for everybody that's in the room and let me know. Let's talk about a story that you had, or something that had that you was going through, and how you made it through, and what you did and how you dealt with it, and all of that. So I'm gonna give the viewers time to shout out a story of theirs, and I will read it live on here and and share it with everybody. So if you got a story, let me know. Comment it, let me see it. And like I said, I'll read it out on here. Just basically let me know, y'all, what some things that you have went through that's been bad, and how you made it through, and what you did to get through it. But I told you my story. I want to hear somebody else's story. Jason, I see you guys. How you doing? Shane, Chuck, thanks for tuning in. In case you, for the people that's just coming in the room, tonight's show is about trials and tribulations, and how you deal with the situation when you get in it, how you get out of it, and pretty much just how you handled it. Did you give up? What was the outcome? I'll tell my story again. When I first came out here to Minnesota, yeah, I was chasing dreams and all that. I was homeless when I first came out here. And I never gave up. I just kept on pushing. And I was at rock bottom. There'd be a week at a time, because I was working. I did have 2 jobs, but they both fell the same day of pay, but they were every 2 weeks. So there was a week there in between that, I would go sometimes without eating. And, I never gave up. I kept my mind I kept level head, never gave up, never, I wanted to see where this would end up coming out to be, the outcome of the whole homeless situation. And it was great, because I stayed out here, I worked, I pushed myself through it. And, I had some people, some friends and stuff that reached out. And, I talked to them, and they'd check on me and stuff. But the outcome was I pushed through it, kept my faith in the Lord, kept my head up, never held my head low, believed in myself that I could do it. And the way I come out of it, met my fiance, and now I went from being homeless to having a house to having a family and a wonderful woman. So that was my story and my outcome. For the people that's just joining in, I'd love to hear y'all's stories, a story of yours, though. Like I said, how you got out of it, what was the outcome, what'd you do during that time, and what gave you the motivation to get through it. So whatever that is, comment it down at the bottom. I will read it out loud to everybody and share with everybody that's in the room now watching. So I'm going to take a couple minutes and let y'all comment, and I'll start reading them. Jason, I know you got some stories, but but they all good. They're good stories, good outcomes. So if you want to share, send me a story and I'll share it. And I could even bring people in on the camera and let them tell your story. So Jason, you want to get in on the camera here? I can request you in on it. Let me know. Shane, anybody that wants to get on here and share a story, let me know. Chuck. Again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the show tonight. Like I said, my co-host Gotti, he's not able to do the show because of he's going through some personal things now, and y'all can send prayers out for him. Think of him when you're saying your prayers. Hopefully he'll be back soon. But he actually inspired this show tonight, and also another thing that I would like to talk about that goes under trials and tribulations is death and how people deal with death. I had lost a brother that was very close to my family back in May, as y'all may know. Chris Curtis. We grew up since preschool and everything. And we've been friends for. Okay, I'm starting to get some stories in. Jason, I'm gonna read your story out. If that's okay, let me know. Okay, Jason, really proud of you, first of all, because I know what you've been going through and what was going on. I'm very proud of you. Congratulations on everything that you have done, brother. But here's Jason's story. His story was, he said, I was homeless for 4 years when I lost my mom to cancer. Rest in peace, Joyce. Great woman, y'all. If y'all knew her, she was a great woman. By the grace of God, I'm still here, and knowing my mom is my guardian angel is the only thing that keeps me going. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Your mom is definitely a great woman. So, but yeah, anybody else got stories, a story they'd like to share, or any things in their life that they're going through, go ahead and I'll read your story next. Chuck, send me something. I know you got a story, Chuck. Yeah, Jason, I just saw your comment, Little J on the track. That's definitely what you was in our group back then, Little J. That was your... Yeah, Jason, that's true. I mean, a lot of the people didn't and know your mom the way I do. That's very true. But for the ones that did know a little bit, I mean, you didn't have to know much about her. She was a great woman. You didn't, if you just being around her, you know what I mean? You had them, you just got the great vibes of just being around her for 5 minutes, just meeting her for the first time. And, you know, as soon as you got them vibes, you knew that she was a great woman. So prayers up to you, but Jason, again, man, congratulations on everything that you've been going through. I seen the pictures earlier of you on your Facebook page about you being in the gym. I'm glad to see you making a major change, brother. So congrats to you. Just keep going, man. Just keep your head up. You know my number. You got me on Facebook, man. Hit me up. You need to talk? Hit me up. I'm here. Um, hey, ain't no thing, Jason. We grew up together, man. My dad coached us in baseball. Shit, we go way back. Chuck, any story you got, Chuck? Go ahead. Let's hear it. And if I know you, it's gonna be a crazy story. So go ahead and spit it out. All right, Kenny Butcher, how you doing, bud? I ain't seen you since Fairmont Catholic. Thanks for joining in. Um, you're just joining in. I'll fill you in on the show. This is the third episode of the show. It's Real Life Live. It's about trials and tribulations, how you got through it, and whatever your situation was. Just get the how you got through it and what got you through it and all that. Jim, what's up, buddy? I ain't seen you since we hung out in Bellevue a long time ago with Jonathan Lilly. But yeah, Jim, I was just filling Kenny in on the show tonight. It's about trials and tribulations, and you know the hard times that you've gone through and how you got through them, and what was the outcome of them. That's what tonight's show is about. Yes, sir, Jim. Yes, sir. Good old days playing basketball, bumping that Notorious Thugs. But but yeah, if anybody got any stories, Chuck, you want me to add you in, Chuck? You got a story to tell? What's up, Joe? How you doing, buddy? But no, as I was saying about the death, like I said, I lost my brother, one of my brothers, very close brothers, back in May. Chris Curtis, I think about you every day, brother. I miss you and love you, man. I miss talking to you every day on Facebook. But I'm getting through that, I pray to the Lord every day and just have Him guide me through that experience with death. You know what I mean? I've lost so many people. It's getting crazy. But yeah, Chris, you are another main cause of tonight's show. Like I said, fly high, brother. I know you up there washing down on this and smiling for both of us, because I remember the last conversation I had with you. It was I told you about the show, and you watched the first couple episodes of the other show that I had, and last thing you said to me was shine for both of us, brother. And I know you up there smiling right now because I'm doing this show. And got some music on the way too. It's coming out, y'all. I'm going to the studio actually tomorrow to lay some more tracks down. I'm working towards trying to put out a double disc album. Also, I'm gonna try and have a DVD of the live studio sessions and stuff put with it. So I guess 3 discs to the album. But yeah, it's coming along, man, and it'll be out. But yeah, if y'all got any stories, let me know. Let me know, y'all, and I'll read them out on here. take a couple more minutes for stories to come in. If you ain't got none, I guess we're going to head on to the questions and answers and suggestions for next week's show. For the last 5 minutes of the episode, definitely, Jim, definitely. I'm going to read that out. This is what Jim said. Curtis was a solid dude. Grew up in Bellevue with him. It's still, it's terrible thinking that he's gone. And yeah, man, I'm still in shock, actually. I'm getting better with it. I'm coping with it better. Because I know he's an angel on my shoulder now, and, he's keeping me up off the ground. He's keeping me pushing and keeping me going and keeping me strong. And, so I'm definitely going to shine for both of us. But I want to thank everybody for joining in tonight. Eric, Born, how you been, buddy? I ain't seen you since high school. But yeah, I want to thank everybody that's tuned in tonight. Greatly appreciated. At the end of the show, it will be posted on my page. So if y'all could please share, like it, don't like it, leave comments, whatever you want, is definitely appreciated. But right now, we heading into the last 5 minutes of the show. So any questions, answers, any suggestions that anybody would like to talk about the next show will definitely get mentioned. But yeah, anybody got any suggestions for next week's show? Any topics that they would like to talk about? Definitely any questions that I could answer. I mean, I know this is only the third episode, and I'm doing this show every week, every Friday night, with or without my co-host. Definitely trying to get it up off the ground. So yeah, I mean, it'll get better each week. I'll think of more things and stuff to add in and take out and all that to make the show better for y'all. But definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. And I'm seeing more and more names popping up in here. James, what's up? I got a suggestion for a show from Shane here. Shane, suggestion for the next show is, how has life changed since COVID? Shane, that's definitely a good topic. That will definitely be considered in it. Jim, the show is usually at 8 o'clock every Friday night. Of course, I'm an hour behind West Virginia. So it's 9 o'clock Eastern time. Tonight was 10 o'clock Eastern time. I moved it up because of short notice of the show. But I'm trying to keep it at 8 o'clock my time and 9 o'clock Eastern time every Friday night. But just keep up with my page on Fridays, because I will keep everybody posted if it's going to be at 8 or if it's going to be pushed back to a later time on Friday. But it's definitely every Friday night. It will definitely be there every Friday night. Chuck said, COVID, notice flu is down. Nobody has died at in old age this year. Hospitals max out on dollars if they report Rona. It's definitely true. But yeah, y'all, like I said, to stay posted on my page. I will keep everybody updated. Definitely, Shane. Hey, Jim, I'll hit you up on DM. Maybe we could set something up to talk about that. Um, can't give out any I don't even know how to say it. Don't want to give out any hints of next show yet. But Jim, I'll hit you up. Um, Shane said lots of stories out there because of struggles, success, and losses during COVID and all the lockdowns. Definitely, Shane. COVID looks like everybody wants to talk about COVID next Friday, so definitely we will talk about that next Friday. There you go. Y'all named the show. I let y'all topic the show next week. Definitely, it's going to be about COVID and everything. If anybody wants to add anything to it, just leave me. If you're friends with me, leave me a message in my on my messenger, and I will write down everything for the show next week. Chuck, you just clowning now, man. But yeah, definitely y'all hit me up. But keep coming with the ideas for and all the topics under COVID. Everybody just keep coming with it. Just comment either on this video on my page after for next week's show, or like I said, hit me up on Messenger. Also, Jesse, what's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Also, we will get everything. I will get everything ready and to go. Please keep sending the comments, because I definitely want to get y'all involved in it too. So, it's all good, Shane. I know Chuck. Chuck's just clowning right now. But I've known Chuck my whole life. It's all good. But I want to thank y'all for tuning into the show. I'll give it a couple more minutes because I am still getting more comments and stuff through and more people joining in. So yeah, keep on. This is the viewers' time right now. Just send me comments, suggestions, questions, and I can answer them. But this is y'all's time right now. I'm listening. I'm all eyes and ears. Jim, I'm gonna hit you up just in a few minutes. As soon as I wrap up here, I'm gonna hit you up, Jim. Jesse, how you been? You got any certain topic or anything you want to talk about for next Friday's show? Jesse, if you do, go ahead and chime in. Got another couple minutes and then I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't know, Chuck. We'll do research on that, buddy, and look it up. And and figure it out. I'll call you when this is done, and we'll look that up together and figure it out. All right, y'all. It's a wrap for this week's episode. And again, to go out on the message, always keep your head up high no matter what you're going through, and keep on pushing, never give up. Keep your faith in the Lord, and there you have it. So Shane, keep all them comments coming about the COVID for next week's show. All the suggestions and stuff, keep them coming. But I want to thank y'all again tuning in, and y'all have a good night, and hope to see y'all back next Friday. Remember, stay posted on my page because I will keep you updated whether the show's going to start at 8 or a little bit later. So I will definitely let y'all know and keep y'all updated. Just keep checking out my page. So, but one love, y'all. Have a good night, and it's a wrap.